Are you glad to be home?
Yes, very much.
Well, welcome home. How long have you been home?
Uh, since June. Yeah, middle of June, I believe.
Have you been keeping yourself busy since you've been home?
I've been trying to.
What are your plans for the future?
Been interviewing for teaching positions at some of the local colleges and seeing where that'll lead me. I've been doing some printing for other people, some printing their photographs, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've worked part-time with a house painting crew.
You don't want to do that. That's
No, that's just to get by right now. So.
But you also have a gallery that's showing your work, right? Can you
Yes.
tell me about that?
I have a gallery in Atlanta, the Soho Myriad, which represents my work, and they show and sell my work year-round, full-time. They have they represent a number of photographers and painters, and so they're actually having a show right now of my work in Atlanta, and that's been very good.
Yeah, very good. You just got jacked up to higher prices.
Yes. Yes, I did.
You just got bumped up the ladder, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean? That's got to mean
Well, it
that your
means
work
that they
is
can.
out there and it's being sold, and
Yes.
you're doing good.
Well, this year's been very good to me. I've had a number of publications pick up my work, and a number of big shows. So it's been a good year. I just had work come back from Kansas City. And, where else? I had work recently in Manhattan Arts International Magazine and Photographers Forum, and a few others that are escaping me. But
Very modest. I'd say you're doing very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
What would be your dream year? What would be your ultimate goal?
Well, I'd like to see my work in museums. I don't know if that'll happen, but hopefully someday. I don't know. I try and stick to the goal of having one thing a year as far as my artwork, whether it's a show, whether it's a magazine publication, or just selling a photograph. As long as I can, have one thing a year that I feel proud about, then it's all worth it.
How do you approach your subject matter?
Well, that's difficult. Right now I work with two different subject matter that are related, but they are different. One's the strict landscape work, which recently has been storm chasing, though I try not to do that all the time. And that I just kind of stumbled into by accident, but accidentally got stuck in a hurricane in South Carolina and got a number of good images. So since then, I've continued to do that. The other subject matter that I work with is the figure within the landscape, and that work's hard to describe because sometimes it's completely spontaneous, while other times it's very planned out. When I go out to shoot that work, I go out with particular pictures in mind that I think are going to work, and then while I'm there is where the spontaneity comes from. But it doesn't always work out. So.
Well, that's what it's all about. Just keep doing it. Oh. Yeah, I saw the ones out in the hallway. I like those with just person in the woods. So, I had a question and it just escaped me. We talked about the camera you built. Oh, here's a good look. What do you want people to get from your artwork? Or do you even care?
I actually prefer very much that people bring their own interpretations and opinions to the work. I try to be intentionally vague as to their interpretation. I have my own reasons for doing the work, and if people see that, that's wonderful. But ultimately, you know, I hope that the viewer brings their own interpretations and thoughts and appreciate it on a whole different level that I may never have even considered. So.
What do you think somebody would get out of that? Excuse me.
No idea what people would get out of that.
Do you ever think about that?
I try not to.
You try not to.
Yeah.
So it's not about, you know, you're not trying to send a really bold message out there. You just want it to be there and let people decide for themselves.
Yeah. I try not to be too outspoken.
You're very quiet. Oh, Mark, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
I have no idea.
Probably a good idea.
Try and take each day at a time, and you know, everything will work out. That's the way I look at it. I mean,
what do you want to be doing 10 years from now? What's important to you?
Continuing to take photographs. That's really one of the only things that I truly enjoy. So, and it seems to work out well. So it causes me to travel, and when I travel, I do more work, and it becomes a continual cycle. So it's fulfilling that way.
What do you think drives you to do it? I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I guess I just want to try and make beautiful objects. You know, whether other people find them beautiful, I don't know. But I think that's just try and, you know, find something that's, you know, maybe somebody else didn't look at or think about.